In inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a first down throw. Goff. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. First carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Eric Kendricks is another one of those bloodline guys in the NFL. His brother Michael also applies his trade as a linebacker, and Eric's trying to show him he's the best in the family.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
So that penalty, the offense shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Now 3rd and 16.
Here we go now. Green
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He goes underneath for Yeldon, and he'll get it down here to the 43. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. Coleman now. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. And here's a look at the starting offense. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Here's Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Sterling Shepard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the 1st quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
So that drive, 4 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touch get away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
23 yards on the play. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really said. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Just a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and 9.
After watching that play and result, out with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
the gun. They'll look to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter down here on a frigid December night. 14-0. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Green 39. Green.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guy in the ball very, very happy.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you. Next time you take the field.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's Goff now on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Coleman. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Goff. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. In the action here. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. Have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on 3rd down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and long. It's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here again is the rookie Jared Goff to lead his offense back out there. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense puts the ball on the ground, but they pick it back up. Now they face a 3rd down. Goff. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Goff. It's hauled in by Shepard. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 50, it's Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And Tucker's kick right. And the lead is down to one now at 14-13. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Ravens are forcing turnovers, but they still...
And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. offense readies for a 2nd and 1.
Let's go! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
The more check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. T.J. Yeldon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown. You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Here's the Ravens defense as they head out to set up shop. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here? So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Second down and just 1. This is Coleman. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll toss it to Coleman, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Goff on 1st down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Set! Green 39!
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. That is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. That is caught at the 7. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Hurry up, here we go.
Goff throwing again. And this one's incomplete.
Holding. Defense.
So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. Call it a gain of 3.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. It'll buy some time right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
It's Coleman here. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. The room to run, just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
It was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Goff now looks to throw. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. And the Ravens taking the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
That's Leopard. Leopard.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. A chance for us to look at this Baltimore defense again. And they were back in the red zone last time defensively, but they were able to get that 4th down stop.
Gave up no points in a situation where you expect at least 3 to go on the board. I have a feeling that after that stop, maybe a few taunts went across the way that said, maybe next time, guys, you might want to kick it.
We'll see if they can get another stop on this drive.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But then you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Here's Coleman, and some room to roam now. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window. Timing
was great there and a big run. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. First and goal from the 5. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's them with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Leopard!
Now T.J. Yeldon, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Baltimore, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want